What if I told you that two nations, seemingly disparate, are increasingly converging in their strategic visions for the Indo-Pacific? Yes, we're talking about India and South Korea. These two countries have a rich tapestry of trade and cultural exchanges that span centuries. But it wasn't until 1973 that formal diplomatic ties were established. The relationship has grown in scope and depth over the years, evolving from mere diplomatic relations to a strategic partnership by 2010. The partnership was further elevated to a special strategic partnership in 2015, signaling a new era of mutual respect and cooperation. It's fascinating to observe how these two nations, each with their unique cultural and political landscapes, have managed to foster such a strong and enduring relationship. It's a testament to their shared values and commitment to mutual growth and prosperity. Clearly, the Indo-Pacific region has been a significant focus for both nations. But how have their strategies evolved over time? Stay tuned to find out. While their paths may have been different, India and South Korea have similar goals for the Indo-Pacific region. Let's delve into the strategic formulations of both nations, each driven by shared concerns: stability, economic prosperity, and maritime security. India's vision is anchored in an open, inclusive, and rules-based order. The country believes in forging connections and creating a conducive environment for growth and prosperity that benefits all nations in the region. On the other hand, South Korea's new Southern policy takes a slightly different approach. It emphasizes deeper ties and collaboration with Southeast Asia and India. The aim is to foster economic and cultural exchanges and to build a stronger, more secure region through mutual cooperation and respect. Both these strategies, although distinct, have a common underlying theme: the belief in the power of collaboration and shared prosperity. They reflect the aspirations of two dynamic nations seeking to make meaningful contributions to the stability and progress of the Indo-Pacific region. But where do these strategies intersect? And how do they work together? While each nation has its specific interests, there are key principles and interests where India and South Korea converge within the Indo-Pacific framework. Both countries, though distinctive in their regional strategies, share a commitment to a few fundamental principles. Freedom of navigation, open connectivity, and respect for international law are integral to their Indo-Pacific visions. These shared principles serve as the bedrock for a promising, robust partnership in the region. India's Act East policy, an initiative to strengthen relationships with its eastern neighbors, signifies India's commitment to the region. Its participation in the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, commonly known as Quad, further amplifies this commitment, enhancing regional security and prosperity. South Korea, on the other hand, plays a unique role as a Quad Plus member. This position allows South Korea to provide economic and technological support, emphasizing the collective vision of the member nations for a free, open, and inclusive region. In this evolving geopolitical landscape, it's clear that India and South Korea are not just partners by circumstance, but by choice, driven by converging interests and shared principles. So, it's not just about shared values, but also about common goals. The Indo-Pacific strategies of India and South Korea are not just about national interests, but are also about shared values and common goals. These two nations have formulated their respective strategies for the Indo-Pacific region, driven by shared concerns over stability, economic prosperity, and maritime security. They converge on key principles and interests within the Indo-Pacific framework, including freedom of navigation, open connectivity, and respect for international law. India's vision for the Indo-Pacific is anchored in an open, inclusive, and rules-based order. South Korea's new Southern policy, on the other hand, emphasizes deeper ties and collaboration with Southeast Asia and India. Both countries are enthusiastic about fostering constructive partnerships across the spectrum. They understand the importance of not seeing regional groupings as exclusive clubs, but as platforms for cooperation and mutual growth. India's Act East policy and its participation in the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue further demonstrate its commitment to a secure and prosperous Indo-Pacific. South Korea, as a Quad Plus member, can provide economic and technological assistance to the Quad, while emphasizing the collective vision of the member nations for a free, open, and inclusive region. As we move forward, the Indo-Pacific strategies of India and South Korea will continue to serve as a stabilizing factor in the region, demonstrating that shared values and common goals can lead to constructive and fruitful partnerships.